What's up, Thursday? I'm getting ready to give you guys a quick little demo tutorial. Maybe it won't be quick. Maybe we'll just stay here till the phone dies again. But I'm pretty much set up. So we'll give a few moments to let people get into the live and get situated. I see a couple people popping in already. Just let me know you're here by saying hi down below. And I'm going to see if I can turn on my other device. What's up, BB? Okay, now, got the big iPad out. Maybe I can see more than just 2 comments at a time. Because now I wanted to... Doggone it, I didn't put that other link either. Thank you guys. Yes, we miss you guys too. You have a lot of work ahead of you doing homeschool, so we're so proud of you guys. Hi, Candace. Hi, Cheryline. Hi, Lavonda. Good to see you guys. Hi, Courtney. Oh, thank you. Let me see if I can put... So I'm going to just pin a link, or I'm going to attempt to pin a link. Down below, it's going to show you guys the link of where we get the Bob Smith Industries 2-part epoxy. Hi, Candace. Good to see you. Hi, Charissa. Oh, I think we shipped your package today. I recognize that name. Hi, Keith. How's it going? And so our little Ninja Favorites page is our Amazon links. Hi, Norma. Hi, Dawn. Thank you guys for joining. And oh, thanks for the stars. I learned about the stars yesterday. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. That's so much fun. And so this link that I'm going to pin is our little Amazon. Well, it's not letting me now. There we go. Pin it. Okay. It's to where we get the mica powder. It's in the Jacquard Pearl EX collection, and the glitter. You know what? This is just holographic. Not sure what nail show I got this at, but it's kind of fun. I'm gonna let you guys pick what colorants you want me to add tonight. So it'll be a little bit interactive, and then I'll be using the Bob Smith 2-part epoxy because we are out of the CG 500. It should be in sometime in the next couple of weeks. We have a pretty big shipment coming in. And then I'm using a 16-ounce plump from Steel Magnolia with that little lid on there. I think I have special lids for this. I forget where I put them, but... Hi, Miss Rainey. Hi, Diana. Hi, Augustina. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Tamika. And so this is what we're going to be using. Stainless steel tumbler, SS20 in rainbow. I haven't really gotten to play with that yet, so I'm kind of excited. And 2-part epoxy, and we're going to colorize it. And I'm going to use the honeycomb fill pattern. It's just kind of around and around and around. Hi, Todd. Thank you for the stars. I love the stars. They make me feel so special. And so we're going to kind of get started, and I can see a couple comments, and I am not sure what's vibrating on my desk. I have all these devices, and I did find the phone I lost last night. Oh, thanks, Todd. I appreciate it. Oh, and I didn't share over on the how-to. Let me do that. I can do it now because at least I won't have to approve myself. And we will get that going. Oh, can't connect? Really? Come on. What's going on? One moment. Really? It won't let me on my own page? Did I block myself? Did I get blocked? Yeah, that's totally what it's saying. I can't connect right now. Oh well, you know what? I posted over there. They can come find us. Oh, thank you. This is just a touch up from last night. You know, don't get too close. So you know, we'll keep it down here. But that's just some fun. Color Club. This one got messed up in the shipping, but this is the blue. Over the Moon is the color. Over the Moon. We love that one. And so yeah, that's about it, guys. So I can see it on my iPad, and it looks pretty stinking good. So I hope you guys can see the same. And let's see. Wow, we've got 127 of you in here. Awesome. I'm so excited. It's like I'm teaching at a big old trade show again. What's up, everybody? Tonda Leia, good to see you. Hi, Marla. Good to see you guys. And so it's right at 6 o'clock. I'll be watching my time. Oh, sorry, China. And you know what? I think we packed something for you today. Awesome. Hi, Crystal. Good to see you. Sorry, I had to get a sip of my water. Okay, so here we go. So you guys have always seen me glue onto the domed lidded tumblers. We've got lots of those here. And from just the other day, I did a couple different of the mixes that sold out, which is really cool. 2 a.m. in the UK. Well, thanks for joining, Kellie. That's awesome. And so using the mica powders, you can colorize the two-part epoxy and make it look a little bit nicer for extra detail for even on the back side of your items. Look how much nicer that can look. So we kind of have been showing you guys how to do that. In one of our, it's one of our very old ninja tricks we've got in our arsenal is just to colorize your epoxy with glitters and pigments. So this is a one I did many weeks ago, and of course we sand it, clean it, and then use the two-part epoxy and then put that glitter in there, and it's going to help when you have gaps, because you're going to have gaps no matter how good you are, how small the stones, you're still going to have gaps. If you keep zooming in, you can find gaps inside SS3s, but we try to do like a nice even spacing, and it lets the background color show, because it's a nice color, and it just takes practice to get that nice even spacing so you don't have too many jumbled up in one section and vice versa. So it just takes a little practice. And oh my gosh, Desiree, thank you for the stars. That's very cool. I appreciate that. So, but someone had asked to just do a honeycomb on a tumbler, and so these are the ones I have. There is a class on doing a honeycomb on curved surfaces, which is also on this page in the video section, and a good way to find those videos is when you go to the video section. If you see something that's got like over 45 minutes or something, it's definitely going to be one of our little classes. So I showed how to do 2 approaches to the honeycomb on this curved wine glass surface, and that's definitely in there too. So tonight we're going to go over just doing honeycomb on a straight tumbler. This is, I believe, called the 16-ounce plump from Steel Magnolia Tumbler Company. And Nikki Hamilton is amazing at all their different options and stuff. Let's see. Sai says, so can you apply rhinestones? Oh, no, that went away. Oh, good. Oh, there they are. Oh, my gosh. Can you apply rhinestones on top of an epoxy surface? Of course you can. Just give it, I would sand it lightly, like I'm about to do here. I wish my comments would stay on the screen. But, of course, it's giving me some problems. Now it's going to disappear. So I'm going to first start with sanding the surface, and I recommend, if you can, sand it. Hi, Janessa, good to see you. If you can sand it, you should sand it. Sometimes we get away with not having to if something is for display only, or if it's just going to be in somehow a way that's not going to get a lot of heavy use. So if you can sand it, I like to. Like I recommend trying to. And I can't seem to find my favorite file. Oh, because we have a giant production job that's in here right now, and my file is over with those pieces. So, see, I thought I had all my stuff ready for you guys. Here we go. This is fine. So, we've got, oh, and then where's my cute little ones? So, when we have our little prep kit on the website, it's just got 2 pieces of the rubbing alcohol, little pads in it, and then we put some little ninja files in there. So, oh, this one's all used up. So that one's a little ninja file. It's pretty cute. It was cute, but, and it's a 100 to 180 grit, I believe, is the grit number. And I don't usually care what kind of grit. Like if I need sandpaper and I'm at Walmart and all they have is emery boards, well, I'm going to use that. So just enough to get something scratched is really exactly. Sanding promotes adhesion. That's right. I wish my comments would stay on the screen. They kind of fade away. But anyway, so and I'm going to start from the top. You can start from the bottom, and then because I have not done a honeycomb all the way on one of these before, you might end up with a certain gap from the bottom or the top, depending on where you start. So if I start from the top, I have a nice solid line all the way down, and if I need to put fillers, I can put them at the bottom. So we're going to start at the top to have it look a little nicer, and who knows, maybe in the next 2 hours I can finish this whole thing. Depends on how many questions we have. It shouldn't take very long. And yeah, thank you, Todd. I did tap it, and they do pop up, but man, I just wish they would stay. Because, you know, I would love to be able to see all this stuff. Oh, and he was answering Courtney's question. Thank you, because I got up and didn't see it. So, I love these foamy, like sanding buffers. From you can get them at Sally's probably. This is from our friends over at Profiles over in Florida, and it's just a nice, comfy grip. I do like to give nice posture to everything I hold or have to work with. So if you're having to hold sandpaper, it's quite uncomfortable. So I like to use these that are nice and cushy for my delicate hands. And so yeah, I'm going to turn off my desk so I don't get any of the sanding dust onto my desk or into my stones. So we like to keep everything nice and clean. I've already taped this work mat, and yes, thank you, Laura, 16 ounce from Still Magnolia. And you can totally put their link for sure. I don't mind putting our supplier links on here. And then, so I used just some packing tape to get like dust and lint off of my work mat. And we will have those coming in. They have shipped. So soon you guys will have access to a giant Crystal Ninja work mat. So I'm going to get rid of the lid. Whoa, just like that. Just throw it anywhere. And then I'm going to take it off my desk to give it some roughing up. And you just want to give it to where you see those marks are all in. See how dusty it can get? You want to see that. You want to see it get really, you know, sanded. You want to see that texture change. And that way, you know that it's going to have a better bond. And it's going to last through a lot of use. I don't know why I can't. It's like I can't talk when I'm sanding. It's very strange. Alright, here we go. And then I'm going to use it on the other side as well to get down in here, because I was holding it from this side, so now I'm going to sand this back side. So just give me 1 minute. Just a super quick little process here. Okay, there you go. And now you can totally take this to your sink, give it a nice hot bath, and Dawn dish liquid, all of that thing, that type of stuff. I don't know why my laptop is open. We don't need the laptop today. And but I'm going to just give it a nice scrub with my alcohol wipes. I get these, well, I've had a nice back stock of these for quite a while from CVS. They're just in the medical kind of Band-Aid department or aisle or whatever. So luckily I've had those since before we all got sent home. And give it a nice bath. You're going to see all this gray kind of grit come off. And you can do it 2 or 3 times. I like to wipe and then get a different piece and wipe it to make sure you're not wiping the same dirty stuff. But this is totally fine for what we're doing here. Now there's definitely more steps that I go through in our, it's a two color ombre class, and it's on the Crystal Ninja Dojo. You can find that as well on the website. You'll say classes and you'll see. And that's where I show how to do the paint process, all the layers, the sprinkle fill, all of this type of thing. And it covers a ton of information in that class. So I might be doing it a bit different than what I do in that class, because right now we're all here together and this is for free. So this is the version that is, you know, just as you know, just as good, similar, but definitely not we're not going to do a $200 class right now. So let me wipe this off with my Also, I am a napkin connoisseur. I love these napkins, and they are in the link that is pinned below. And let's see, Julie, yes, the Pearl FX are totally like a very fine mica mica powder, a pigment, just like that, just like almost like dry, loose eyeshadow, just like that. And so, you guys have to comment below. What color do you want to see? Do you want to see this gold holographic or this kind of metallic pink? And I'm going to be using it with the rainbow stones. And you won't really be able to see a ton of this color, but you'll see it a little bit. It'll help it kind of, because if there's any gaps, it will camouflage the silver of the cup to look more like the stone. Okay, the first one I saw is gold. What's up, Renee? We're picking colors, so I'm going to go with the gold. I like that color. And even if we get halfway up, I can switch and then show you guys the difference of how having two colors can be. So easy peasy. All right. I'm using the same tool that I've been using since we've been on lockdown. It's getting nice and dull on this end, and that's okay. It still works. It's crooked. It still works. It's a wonderful tool. I get the ones that are a bit crooked, and we try to not let any other crooked ones go out, but sometimes they do, so please forgive us if you get one that's crooked. It will still work just as lovely. Okay, so with your glues, 2-part epoxy. These are a very good solution when our favorite, the CG500 from Swarovski, is out of stock. It's a much longer cure time. This is right at about 30-minute cure time, and I'm in, of course, a perfect, yes, yeah, Renee, we had a huge giveaway, and your name was called. No, I'm kidding. We didn't. I have to learn how to do those giveaways. So I have these little digital thermometers on the site, and so I'm at 23 degrees right now, which should be right around 72, 73, but this has kind of been in my drawer there, so it might be a little warmer. I just turned down the house temperature since the husband has gone to night shift, so I can have it as freezing as I want in here. So I like to, and that's how you can, these glues will react differently with everyone's different, sorry Laura, I was joking, there wasn't a giveaway yet. With everyone's temperature in your studio, at your workspace, or in your garage if you're working, if it is warmer in your area, then these will go off a lot faster. This 30-minute might go down to be a 20-minute cure time. If you're working out in your garage, let's say, you know, where I'm from, dirty South Louisiana, it's pretty hot and muggy, so this 30-minute could become a 20-minute epoxy. When I worked on the car in Vegas, when I was finishing up the hood, I worked outside in Vegas, even though it was November. It was still a good 80-something degrees outside, but because it was also in the sun, the hood, my thermometer was actually on the hood. I had a little magnet one that was taking temperature of the actual metal. The hood temperature was at 145 degrees. So my CG500 was going off in 20 minutes. So that's how you have to always carry a thermometer to monitor your environment. So enough of that. Enough of that. And, oh, awesome. All 7 or 11. That's funny. I have a few around here. I got all the beat up ones, but that's okay. I can make anything work. So equal parts is all you're going to need, and you could do smaller amounts because you're going to be like, oh, it seems like it's a waste. Well, if you don't put enough of the product, it cannot do the proper reaction. So I like to always give it at least a couple of dimes, maybe some fat nickels size, and then I've got my brush here that I've been using for quite a few weeks. And let's just dry it off. It's been sitting in. I have a little shot glass of rubbing alcohol that I just keep my brushes in. And they're just little throwaway brushes. They're nothing special. I don't use my nice brushes that I paint with in any of this because I also cut them. And what's up, Michelle? Thanks for joining. Julia, how do you do the bottom edges on those stainless tumblers? We're going to hopefully get to the bottom, but that's a funny question. I don't know, I just do the bottom. But it might be a way to trim it out if you're using this certain fill pattern. And so hopefully we can get down to that. But let's see how far we can get. So mix, mix, mix. This is a 30-minute slow cure epoxy glue. Mix, mix, mix. Veronica, you can totally get this epoxy from the link that is pinned right below your comment. It's on our Ninja Favorites page. Leads you to our little Amazon store. Sherilyn, you know what? I don't weigh the epoxy close counts for this. And yeah, you know what? I never have. It's probably something I probably should do, but I don't. So, and if I'm working on a large item, I don't even mix it on the Post-its. I mix it on the car or on the giant item. So I could even mix it on here, but since it's curved, I kind of want to stay not in that area. Okay, so we need the color. So let me move this back over. I'm trying to stay in the right part of the screen. And here we go. Lynn, you can mix it for just a few minutes. It's totally fine. And I'm just going to put like a little pile in here. And your texture of your epoxy can change when you put, you know, heavy glitter, heavy mica powder. Monet, is that the same as AB epoxy resin? I don't know the answer to that question. This is part A, this is part B, if that's what you meant. Most two-part epoxies go by part A and part B, but I'm not sure if you meant that that was a name brand or something. This name brand is Bob Smith Industries. It's just a good hobby name. It's in almost every hobby store I've ever been into all across the nation, and it's available on Amazon, and it's very good. There's different times, 5-minute, 10-minute, 20-minute, and this one is 30 minutes. So I keep a 5-minute and a 30-minute. Anything in between, I don't mess with it. It's just like I can kind of, you know, fix that. So the challenge to doing two-part epoxy all the way around is we're going to go all the way around, and it's going to slide. And I don't see any other questions. That's awesome. So some people will say, oh, I like to wait and let the epoxy get, you know, more sticky. And that's all fine and dandy. But I don't wait for glue. It's not waiting for you, so why would you wait on it? It needs to get on its item. It needs to start doing its thing. And if you're waiting over here for 20 minutes to only have 10 minutes working time, then why bother using 30-minute glue? Just get a 10-minute. So I'm all about being the boss of the glue, and that's what we're going to do. So let me get a little sip of my water. Okay. Awesome. Holy moly. 245 of you guys. This is awesome. I'm glad I had a break before I came on here, because I was at our Ninja Studio, our East. Okay, so I'm going to, now you can put more gold in here, but I think for right now, for what we're doing, it's totally fine. And I'm kind of going to go off of this, because I'm wanting to get, I'm only going to work one row around this top part. The rest of it can be feathered down. I'm going to show you guys why I feather the glue, because it's kind of important, especially in a honeycomb fill pattern. Yes, Michelle, you were in a very expensive class, so you got all the ninja tips and tricks. That's not what I'm showing here, because this is a free class. Trying to keep it fair. I don't like to show things that you guys pay for in our in-depth classes. So this is the basic class. And look, I even need more epoxy, but that's okay, because we have plenty of this kind. Oh no, I got plenty. I can push it, kind of roll that brush and kind of squeeze that out, get it all out of that brush. Awesome. This looks just fine. So it gives a little sparkle, a nice little, you know. But now what I'm going to do is kind of feather out this edge so that there's not a ridge or a ripple when your when your stones start to come down off of this, and we put more glue on it on the next go around. You're going to want that to be feathered out nice and thin. It's okay, Michelle. Don't tell your secrets. Don't tell people your ninja secrets. Lynn, I mix it by eyeball. I don't weigh anything. It's pretty forgiving for this process. Okay, there we go. So we got some nice sparkle. Is it not in focus? What's going on? It seems out of focus. And Rita, we have dome lids for sale every day of the week. Check out the website on Crystal Ninja. We sell them even separately. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. It is all the way around. No, I can't set it down. I'm going to leave it like this. There's lots of contraptions out there that you can set them down, or you can put them on your turner that people have for turning epoxy tumblers. I have one that I got from Tumbler Con back in February, but Olga, this is 2-part epoxy glue. This epoxy is glue, but I don't have all that. I wouldn't have room on my desk. When we do production work, I don't have room for stuff like that, so I just don't get into extra. Now, when I have to make a jig for something, then it's a whole different monster. So now, to get the glue out of your paintbrush, you're going to squeeze it out. Just give it a nice, heavy squeeze to get that glue out. Put it in the rubbing alcohol, give it a swoosh, and there you go, right here. Awesome. Oh, our lids do fit the Starbucks double-walled tumblers. And then I leave my brush in the rubbing alcohol. So it's going to soak in there, and that helps keep it not to ruin. Helps keep it not to ruin. What did I just say? It's going to help it not ruin. Help to not ruin. Oh, Lord. It's been a long day, y'all. I was out in the desert today. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I was in our East Country, right? What did we say it was? East, Ninja East, and I'm Ninja West. We like to make fun. Okay, there was hawks and everything out there. Should have got a video. Okay, so I like to put my stones on the work mat. Yes, Susie, I'm just playing. I love going out your place. We have the trays. If you prefer the trays, we have those too. I'm a klutz. I will dump these trays every single time, so I don't use them. Some people like to, shake them to help the stones flip. This work mat is going to flip your stones. This work mat with this pinky flips your stones. So that's why you won't see me rarely. I mean, I might use them one day. And it's not going to do so much. There was a question on Deodra. Is this glue toxic since it's an epoxy glue? I'm scared from the horror stories. Correct. This is considered as an irritant, so you have to read all your warning labels and everything like that. It is not the same kind of epoxy that most people use on their tumblers. So definitely check out the warning labels and stuff. But once this cures, it is not toxic whatsoever. It becomes plastic, acrylic, epoxy, resin. It's all plastic. Yes, Kathy, we have big mats coming soon. Coming soon. All right, so I'm going to get started, and this is the part where some people can really lose their patience because this glue or the stones are going to slide a little bit in the glue, and that's okay. I'm not scared. I am the boss of this glue. It is not the boss of me. So we're going to keep going. And I'm going to get these all the way to the edge, just like that. And sometimes you guys might see me kind of twirl that stone into the glue. It's kind of a habit that I do to make sure I can almost feel it embedding or seating into that epoxy or into other glues. You'll see me do that all the time. I kind of smoosh it around, and I twist my tool off sometimes. And you want these to be touching as close as possible for this fill pattern to look as nice. Let's see, can I zoom in? Should I zoom in? Is that better? And let's get this out of the way. We have a distraction on the desk. Let's get that gone. And so as I'm over here, these stones might be sliding, and look, they are. That's okay. We're going to push them right back together. Once I get all the way around, it's going to create a frame or I don't know, I'm not sure of the word, a structure, if you will. Thank you for the stars, Corey. I just saw some pop up. Yes, Michelle, you got to be the boss of that glue. It needs a boss. It wants a boss. It wants us to be the boss. So we're going to do it. And then, and I hope whoever was wanting this class, I hope they were able to join us. If not, I'll save this. It'll be posted, and I'm probably going to download it and put it on YouTube as well. I wish it would keep the comments. That's why I try to always read the questions all the way out. So just in case it doesn't, then there'll be a reference point. Someone asked what size. These are SS20 in rainbow, and we have plenty in stock. There's other sizes too for fillers, but for this type of fill pattern, you're not going to need any fillers because this cup is straight. There's no taper, and it makes it a little bit easier. A little bit easier. Oh, good, Augusta, you wanted this class. So here you go, sweetheart. We are here doing it. And so I'm almost all the way around. And is it this phone buzzing? What's buzzing? I got too many devices buzzing. Rainbow. These are KiraKira Rainbow. There's no mix. It's just one. It's a color changing stone. So it looks like there's lots of colors, but there's not. Okay, so I got all the way around, and it's nearly a perfect space. There's a little bit of a gap. And so when you have stones that go all the way around and it doesn't quite fit, some people like to put a little filler stone in there. But if you can just go through and just gently, slightly space those a little bit out to make room to put in the same size, you'll have a lot less trouble down the road. We don't always do that. Sometimes we do have to use fillers, but for this type of project, we're going to keep it easy and basic and just use all the same size and not have to worry about using fillers. Now, to keep this straight, it's going to be a little bit difficult because these stones will continue moving for about 20 minutes. So we're going to keep on going. And once you start laying in your second row, it's going to help force everyone to stop moving, kind of, sort of. It's going to still move, but we're going to keep going. And I really appreciate everybody working together to answer these questions I see coming in. This is a 16-ounce mica, 16-ounce plump from Still Magnolias. And Laura or Susie, you can put that link from their page. I do not mind whatsoever, and maybe she'll even let me share this class in her group as well. I don't see why not. Awesome. So second row, and if your second row looks wonky and crooked, it's because your first row is. So that's what a good teller is if your second row is not looking right, it's because the first row was not straight. And that's what helps you. See how crooked that already is because it was it's kind of sagging or moving around. Go ahead and push that up. That way your second row will fit inside. And 300. Oh my heavens. Oh my goodness. Okay, awesome. So I got to figure out how to do a giveaway. It's time. Okay, it's time. So I think all I have to do is paste this link of this live, and we'll do it at the end. So you guys got to hang out. We'll take this link, and we're going to put it in that app, comment picker, I think is what Matt uses over at the Rhinestone World. We're going to do a giveaway. We're going to do a giveaway of, what should we do? I'm going to let Susie pick what the giveaway is. Susie, make a giveaway worth $25. And we're doing a giveaway because I don't think I've ever had 300 people live on the Crystal Ninja page. This is fantastic. How funny. Yes, Honeycomb fill pattern is one of our, I mean, you know, I like it every now and then, but it's not my preferred, but it's a good one. And I refer to them as fill patterns because that's just what they are. I like to be consistent in my classes, and we have the honeycomb fill pattern, the grid fill pattern, contour fill pattern, and then sprinkle fill pattern. So we love using those. Isn't this nice? It's just going to keep changing colors this whole time. Isn't that freaking lovely. I think it's awesome. And so the gold, you can see the little bit of gold glitters. You can see it. It's kind of a nice little accent. I think the pink is going to be a little bit more intense as we go down the towards the bottom, and that's going to be kind of cool. So I'm going to keep going. So after a few minutes or so, you will be able to feel that the epoxy is stiffening up. Yes. Oh, awesome. Maybe maybe a goodie box. I don't know. Does it matter? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, we will do it we'll pick a winner from the comments on that comment picker app. So, oh, I guess, so by the way, comment on what your favorite color is, or where you're from, or, you know, comment something. A pack of these gorgeous stones and a Tonto. That's perfect. Perfect, Susie. And so once we're done at the end of this live, and it might be an hour, it might be 2 hours, we're going to do a giveaway. So keep checking in. Awesome. Yes, Precious Washington, epoxy is glue. Yes, of course. You betcha. We are here to help show new ways of doing stuff. Although, I mean, new people. Yeah. Awesome. Here we go. Oh, 2 went on that one. That's good. Now, this glue moves. If you press this one too much, it's going to move all of these stones. So don't press too much. You gotta practice and figure out how much you gotta press every time. Because if you mess up these rows, it's going to affect everything down here and not fit so well. Okay, looking good. Looking good. Am I missing anything? Okay, I don't want to miss any questions. Okay, good. Awesome. Yes, this color is really pretty. It's just so pretty. And another thing you could do, if you wanted more glitter in your look, or in your, you know, because you're going to see these fine little triangles in between all of the little circles, and you could dust it again. You could grab your glitter and dust onto the wet glue. It'll fall into those little cracks, or dry brush it in when it's not so wet anymore. I wouldn't recommend dry brushing it now. That's okay. Fair. A Tonto is a smaller tool. It is one of these. It's part of our pickup tools. We are the inventors and the manufacturer of the Crystal Katana, and so this one is just like a baby katana. A katana is a sword for a ninja, and our company is Crystal Ninja, and a Tonto is a small dagger for a ninja. So we name our tools after awesome ninja weapons for our arsenal to conquer the sparkle world. How about that? We should have a comic book. Awesome, Massachusetts. Awesome. This is so cool, you guys. Oh, and we're still at 3:05. That's awesome. Okay. So we're still looking good. So I want to always keep watching every part of this glue that I've got down, because something could move, something could go out of whack, and then it's going to mess up everything else. So once this all cures and you don't have it straight, you're screwed. So you got to keep watching every single bit of it. Keep rotating it. Keep looking down the barrel of the gun to make sure it's nice and straight. And you got to keep watching all of it. You can't, you know, turn a blind eye to one area and then hope it's okay. A lot of times people only want to work on this front part here and then not work all the way around. And that's going to create a weirdness if you have any kind of ridges or anything, or not straight. You'll see it as you come around. So we like to always work all the way around on something like this, or continue all your rows if you're going the other way. And I'll do another one going the opposite direction. A lot of people, I haven't seen people do it that direction. I'm like, try something new. So yeah, very cool. So this glue is still very workable. We're not even near our 30-minute working time. Plus, I've got it nice and chilly in here, so maybe I'm actually looking at a 35 or a 40-minute working time because I've got it so chilly in here. Elaine, that's a wonderful question. Will this be dishwasher safe when it's finished? It's actually car wash safe, but the cups can't go in the dishwasher. The double-walled stainless steel or the plastic tumblers cannot go in the dishwasher. So always pay attention to your canvas, and I mean the canvas is the item you're working on, and find out what its limits are. But these cannot go in the dishwasher or, of course, the microwave because of their limitations. But the glue and the stones, they can go in the car wash. We do automotive parts all the time, and they are car wash friendly. It's not coming off. This is rainbow. The color of this stone is rainbow in SS12. Keep checking that. Keep looking at the opposite direction. I'm having it towards me now. And if you turn it nice and fast, you can see if those stones are straight or if they're crooked. You can kind of see them. So just keep it moving, make your eyes all blurry, and then you can tell if those stones are out of whack. But on a honeycomb fill, you'll be able to tell if they're out of whack because they'll be wonky and you'll be like, how come it doesn't fit? And you've got to stay, oh, that one came out, inside these little divots, inside these little points that the circles make. Your next stone has to go in between those guys to be a proper honeycomb fill. And I call it that because it's just like a beehive, a bee honeycomb hive, right? These are 20s. These are SS20 in this that I'm using today. And Susie, I don't care what size. How about do a whole pack of this rainbow in SS20 because we have a lot of those. Awesome. Check the Corey stash. Oh, I love it. I love it. So I'm getting to the end of my feathering. That means there's less glue here. And then I'll be able to mix up more glue and keep on going. Let's see. Yes, Jackie, you can try that. That's one we've had to do that before. Like it's, you know, it just needs a little bit more push of color, and you can drop in mica powder or something. You can do it with other glues, but if you have any ooze out, it will take on the shape of that ooze out and not be a clear or a level looking glue. So just practice on something small before you do a whole cup and then try. Awesome, 42 minutes. Thank you. Thanks for the time check. I appreciate that. I should have set my timer on when I mixed the glue. Not that it matters because I'm already finished with my area here. So we're just trucking along here. Shikea says, is the epoxy better than glue? This is epoxy glue. And all glues react differently with different surfaces and different the way the items that they're on. So this epoxy glue is not the only solution for other surfaces. So check out our glue guide on the website as well and learn all about lots of glues because there's never going to be one glue, one answer for all surfaces. Let me check this edge here. Looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to turn it upside down so the gravity can pull it towards the rim, the lip, and then I'm going to use the opposite side of my trusty Post-it note. And let's see. Angie, that's a great question. How are the KiraKira stones different from Swarovski? These are considered glass rhinestones, whereas Swarovski is a crystal. They have a more, a different formulation of their the body of the glass crystal. It's more, it's just their formula. So you'll see that there's less intrusions in the stone. If you have a loop on something, the facets are beautiful and nearly perfect on Swarovski, whereas when you look super close to these, the backs might have a couple nicks and scratches in them, things like that. They're just not as perfect, but that looks pretty good though, you know. And our KiraKira glass is not a top quality glass. It is a mid-grade. I don't want to have something that is super close to Swarovski. I don't like anything to be competing with that because Swarovski will be the superior stone every time. You will find more consistencies in Swarovski. So if you were to get a batch of, let's say, this color changing stone. Oh, my focus is, ugh, that looks gross. The focus would be, I'm sorry, the color. So this, if you were to get, you know, do 5 packages of this and then start another package, the color consistency might be off a little bit. And that's with any glass stone. Now, if you're working with Swarovski or even Preciosa, the consistency is more consistent. You'll rarely have a problem with consistency. Okay, it's back clear now. Weird. Sorry about that blur, but I was just mixing, so it's okay. All right, I'm gonna put some more of this really cool gold in here. And, oh, that might be a little too much, but let's see how far it gets us. Let's just see. Now, when you're doing painting the glue on like this, don't paint it on top of these stones. Take your time. Do not paint on top. Oh, how about if I mix it? Duh. And don't get it on top of the stones. I'm sorry for the vibrate. I don't know what notices or how to get this iPad to stop. The notifications never stop, but that's okay. I hope it's not buzzing you guys. Oh, the epoxy. Sorry, Bob Smith. It's in the link that's attached to the bottom of this page. 30-minute, right there. Sorry guys. All right, so I'm gonna keep mixing. Get that nice and mixed up. I love using these kind of glitters, and I would even like to use bigger ones. And it's funny how a lot of people say, you know, bling isn't for men. And I'm like, have you not seen a bass boat? Have you not seen a motorcycle? Have you not seen a freaking lowrider? Like, men have loved bling forever. And this is no different. So don't be scared. Don't be scared of some sparkle. It's just sparkle. All right, here we go. So this is mixed up. Good. Yes, Pearl FX by Jacquard. The label is on the side. You can't read it. It's like so hard to read. And Laura, you can totally. I've used all kinds of glitters. The chunkier, I don't like it when it's so chunky. But that's up to you because you have to fight the chunky parts. Yes, Todd loves bling, even on his toes. We love Todd's toes. All right, so just be careful when you're putting on your next row. I'm sorry, your next glue. And don't get it on your stones, because if you get this on your stones, you'll need more like a knife to kind of scratch it off once it's cured. To wipe it right when it's wet, you're going to make a huge mess and you're going to be mad at me and everybody else, so don't do that. Awesome. Yeah, here we go. All right, so just kind of pull that down a little bit. And because I feathered it, I've got wet glue still kind of sticking out. Can you guys see that wet glue? I'm trying not to move so much. There we go. So I'm touching the old glue with the new glue and just kind of feathering it down. Just like so. Isn't that fun? Yes, this epoxy is glue. Yes, 2-part epoxy glue. Awesome sauce. Yes, Todd's got the best toes. Yes, Angela, we did sand and then we cleaned it with rubbing alcohol. Awesome, you guys. Oh my heavens. I see 343 on the count. That's fantastic. Thank you guys for sharing. I appreciate that. This is the most we have ever had in a live, and we'll be doing a giveaway. That's fabulous. Yes, that's so fabulous. You know what? You totally can. Well, actually, you know what? Don't share the glitter stuff because I'm going to put this on other pages. So please don't put any links to anything. Only Steel Magnolias for right now. And we'll do like a share of other suppliers on a different one, but I have to put this on other sites, and they might be a supplier as well. So hold back on those links, please. Okay, looks pretty good. I'm happy with that coverage. And feather out your edges if there's like a weird ridge. Don't want to have any ridges in your glue. And that looks just fine. It does not have to be perfect. The stones are going to cover the majority of everything. The glitter in the mica is really only to kind of accentuate, not do the whole job. And so to get the glue out of your brush, you're going to simply squeeze as hard as you can, get that glue out, smoosh it in the rubbing alcohol, and then squeeze it again. There you go. And keep it in the alcohol. All right, we're back. We are back. Did I miss anything? Awesome. Oh my hex, look at all these viewers. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining. Hope they stay. This is interesting or boring to some people, but it looks like we like it. We're good with it. But this is it. This is how we sometimes start, and just keep going around. Now, the first couple of rows, they're still wet. You could still come move these. But because what? What did we say earlier? We are the boss of the glue. We tell that glue what to do. It does not tell us what to do. So don't worry about that. Just keep watching it. Always keep your eye on all these other stones. Janelle, I keep my epoxy brushes quite a few weeks. If you can squeeze out the epoxy as much as you can, they will last you quite a while. And these are just throwaway brushes from Michael's, or like the little 10, 20 packs that they always have at the end of the aisle for like $5. You know. Kira, yes, we're going to have the rainbow in variety. Certainly. That would make a beautiful sprinkle fill. Sprinkle is my favorite. You're so welcome. Yeah, you bet. Awesome. 380. Oh my goodness, what is happening? The stress is on. The pressure is on. Almost 400. So Todd and Renee and Corey, and Janelle and Janessa, do we call Matt and say, hey, I hit 400, you have to give away a Cricut or hit one of his machines? Do our viewers transfer over? That'd be fun. I bet he's going to be so proud of us. Look at us. I bet so. All right, so keep watching. That one looks like something went a little wonky. Nope, it's just me. It's just me. Right? I think he'll be happy to see that. Oh, don't tag him. He gets enough notifications. He's busy. He's busy making real things happen. He'd be so proud. Alright, so we got another row down. Who's bored yet? Ooh, that one was really bright. That one almost looked like a volcano. Ooh, that's cool. Carla, will this glue work on heat-resistant, double-walled, BPA-free plastic tumbler? Yes, it will. It's great for plastic, metal. We use this glue on car parts. You betcha. It's good stuff. Yes, I'm using SS20 today. And a Crystal Katana. Mona, you know what? You can clean that with rubbing alcohol. You could totally put soap and water on it. Not too hot, because if your water, well, I wouldn't think your water would get to 185 degrees, but you can wash it. It's pretty tough. But I would say just wipe it clean with some rubbing alcohol. And or you can scrape it lightly with your fingernail and then clean it with rubbing alcohol. Definitely want to keep things nice and clean. Oh, that one was trying to get out of the pattern there. Get in there. Get in there. Awesome sauce. So just keep going, but you got to keep watching all of the old stuff. Keep watching everything, and just in case something decides to take a trip and wants to go somewhere, you got to keep watching it. And as you rotate, these have been on the bottom, so they might be a little out of whack. You got to put them back where they go. Susie Johnson, this is a 30-minute 2-part epoxy. So the working time should be around right at that. I've got it pretty chilly in this room, so I might be looking at 35 to 40 minutes. But we will see. The temperature definitely makes a difference in how fast the glues cure and or with their working time and everything. Yeah. Yes, they have the link is at the bottom in the comments pinned, and that is a link to our Amazon likes or favorites. And we have the 30-minute Bob Smith Industries in that link as well. Isn't this such a pretty color? Yeah, it's like candy. For sure it is. And I put my finger in the glue. Just wipe it off. It's not going to hurt you. It's fine. Oh, look, I'm skipping this row here. So these are wanting to slide. Push them right back in. Because we are what? What are we? We are the boss of the glue. The glue is not the boss of us. These glasses make my nose stuffy. Alright, here we go. Keep pushing those guys in. Make sure all of this is straight. Keep checking your edge, your top here. Keep checking all of that. Make sure it's nice and straight. Alright. So this part is kind of the boring part. But yeah, watermelon tourmaline. Oh, that's so cool. Yes. Watermelon tourmaline. Deborah, any kind of surface you can think of. If you want to scroll through the Crystal Ninja Facebook page, check out all the images and videos. We do anything you can imagine. Anything you can imagine. Boring never looked so amazing, right? Awesome. So Laura is saying 1750. Fantastic. So that's like a pack and a half of the 10 gross packs. Because this one was 49 all the way around. On my test piece I did earlier, I started a section at the bottom, went all the way around to test it out. I know, right? Oddly satisfying. I gotta do a big old time lapse on this and put it on TikTok. I mean, I have a million time lapses, but they're not getting any hits. No one seems to care. No one cares. Yes, Laura, I bet you have. Yes, ma'am, you do some good ones. Alright, keep those guys pushed in. Looking good. And then check all the way down your edges. Yes, Laura, it will work with any size. You could even do this in SS3s if you're crazy enough. Do it. I used to do SS3s. My friend Beth, she used to do tons of stuff in all threes. Like full phones, like house phones in all SS3s. She is crazy. Okay, looking good. My edge still looks nice. Nothing is moving there. And there we go. I'm going to keep going. I have enough glue for that edge, or to keep going for another row and stuff. And this color of the glitter, this like yellow gold holographic, it's just called golden agate. Maybe you guys can Google that and find out where this is from. I don't know. It's matching this stone. Kind of perfect. Kind of perfect. Kind of perfect. Okay, let's see here. Get another row going. Yes, we would all be cross-eyed with SS3s. This is so true. I wonder how long this will take. I mean, not that I want y'all to sit here for 2 hours, but it's not taking very long. Not so long. I'm right at 1 hour. Okay. 1 hour. Oh, and you know what else? It might not let me save. Oh, but then I could download it. I still could. I still could. Then I could put it on our YouTube, and then I could ask if I can put it in Nikki's group at the Still Magnolia. Yes, this is the, I think Tag had asked, for this project, I'm only using the 2-part epoxy for this whole cup. Yes. Susie, it's not on the site. It's in the link that's pinned right below your comment on our Ninja Favorites. It's going to be on our Amazon Favorites little page. Keep those pressed up in there nice and tight. If everything is not all the way tight all the way around and up and down, it is not going to match up. You're going to fall out of your pattern, and your navigation will be a bit off. So you have to keep your navigation. Uh-oh, do we have a weird link? Did I do it wrong again? The name of the glue is Bob Smith Industries, and it is on Amazon. Let me hold it so it doesn't keep rolling there. There we go. 30-minute Bob Smith Industries. Yeah, it's kind of nice. Kind of nice. Roxy, these are the rainbow. Rainbow in SS20 is what I'm using today. Awesome, new Ninja. Super. All right, here we go. I'm running out of the glue, so we're gonna put some more on. We're gonna do it and keep going. Thank you for the hearts, Candace. I appreciate that. And we're still holding at 275 people. Awesome. That's just so exciting. That's so nice. Nice to know. Bev, I'm using SS20. And Vivana, this is a 2-part epoxy, so you mix them together to get them to activate. It is an exothermic reaction. It will not work without both parts participating. All right. Looking good. We're still going strong. So I'm going to finish this row, and then I'm going to make more glue. And you guys, the new viewers, can see how I mix the glue and add the glitter into the glue. Oh, okay, that one can stay. So when I drop a stone in the glue, I just kind of get it, I might move it a little bit to get it where it goes, but I'm not going to drag it 2 or 3 stones over, since another stone is going to go there anyway, because dragging it can like pull too much glue off. What is the difference between this glue and the Ninja Super Flex? This is a 2-part epoxy. It's a very long cure, and Ninja Flex is a 2-part instant, very fast cure. So they're 2 totally different glues. One is an epoxy, one is a instant. And check out our glue guide, and we have different suggestions for different things, and many of them do cross over, and they're all multi-purpose, kind of, sort of. That looks fabulous. Look at that. I can't wait. I can't wait. All right, keep it upside down for gravity's sake. We're going to dump out some more of these beautiful KiraKira rainbow stones. Lindsay Jordan, what would you sell something like this for? Our prices begin for tumblers, 12 ounces, around $425 in the Swarovski. The price might go down maybe 25% or so because it's the KiraKira glass, but the price won't go down a ton because you're getting Crystal Ninja level. And that's my price. It does not go down just because if I was to do a whole tumbler using confetti, it still has my skill level and my training, so I would still charge that for confetti. You betcha. You betcha. All right, let's do some more here. And I'll put a larger dot. We're going to go for a quarter, like a coin, quarter size, like a fat quarter. And we'll do a little bit more of the glue. How many devices do I have on this desk? Why is it, oh, it is this one. I'm sorry, it was this one vibrating. I hope that wasn't irritating y'all, because it was irritating me. Can you tell? Okay, now my old crusty brush. Let's get it out of the alcohol. Donna says, about how many tumblers can be made with the size glue? Gonna have to say I really don't know. I'm going to guess like 10 or 20. Like, it does not take much. But it does depend on how you mix your glue, how much you can handle at a time. A lot of things go into knowing how much you can use and all that stuff. Jackie, if I wasn't doing this live, it would take me half the time. You're talking real ninja speed. I've got my water. I've got my perfect lighting. I'm in my favorite chair. You're talking some ninja speed. And my pretty blue fingernails. Keeps me entertained. All right, here we go. Oh wait, I gotta add the glitter. Put that in there. We can go a little heavier because I added more. And then after this batch of glue, we're going to switch and do the pink mica powder. Angie, my buddy from Sulphur. No ma'am, this glue does not have a strong odor. You're going to find stronger smells with the 5-minute. You'll smell that one. But this one, I don't smell anything at all. It is still labeled an irritant, but it's not... There's no smell right now. The Swarovski CG500 has a sweet smell, not at all like a chemical smell. And their SDS sheets will let you know that it's, I don't think that one's even considered an irritant as well. So, all glues are different. They're manufactured all differently. So just read up on all your stuff. Okay, Janessa, we're going to be here. We're going to be here in 10 minutes for sure. I'm going nowheres. Nowheres. Okay, we got some more glue mixed. Before I put this on, I'm going to give this a check. We're looking at the rim because this is still, it's getting pretty stiff, but it could still move. That's the worst thing, is to leave the room and think, oh, I'm going to go have dinner, I'll be right back, and then something moves on you. So just keep checking, make sure this rim, this edge is super beautiful, nice and straight. And Kimberly, I think all of the pre-sales have gone out, but give us an email about something if you're still missing something. What's up, Pilar? Good to see you, sugar. All right, so these, I'm just checking them, making sure there's no, because you can see when they come out of their little homes. You can see that. So you just got to have a sharp eye. And one other thing, as you guys are working, so you see how beautiful and sparkly this is? It's because I have my LED light on it. I'm going to turn it off. Now, even though you might see a slight flash of the stones, there's no like pow, pow, pow sparkle. And this is how I normally work. I don't use any like fancy lights, but it's kind of dark in here for you guys. It's like a cloudy day in here. There's hardly any shadow. Do you see how my hand barely puts off a shadow? This is a lot less strain on your eyes than having an LED light. Do you see that? Your eyeball, and I like to say eyeball because it's funny, but your eyeball is wanting to find the sparkles and filter them out. This light filters it out. So it's not sparkly. It still looks kind of boring because we want to see the sparkle, but we want to save our eyes as well. So I don't recommend working with an LED light on. It's going to strain your eyes, give you headaches, and there you go. That's my huge tip to saving your eyes. Even though I am having to wear like size whatever power 3 in my readers right now because I have ruined my eyes, and I can't wait to one day look into getting LASIK, and maybe then I can see again. So definitely pay attention to your lights. Lights make nice versions, and then if there is an LED and it has like a casing on it, it usually might be filtered and it might not be so flashy and sparkly. But just, that's my little tip. That's my little ninja tip. Yes, your eyes will get itchy and tired. Oh, it's the worst. It's the worst. Oh, I put lots of glue on this one. Yes, our KiraKira. It's our Crystal Ninja Glass Stones. All right, let's get this glue on here. And I'm doing it kind of messy. I'm just trying to get it on here. And this brush is kind of blunt, but that's okay. I'm going to still give it some love. And just so you guys can see. Oh, you can see it pretty good. It's not so dark. It's dark on one camera, but not the screen. So just let me know if you want the other light back on. I can turn it back on. And then the best lighting is going to be like if you have a desk near a window. That is the best lighting because you'll get zero shadows and sparkles, and even indirect lighting is the best. The best. Yes, 16-ounce plump from Steel Magnolia. Feather out your glue. Don't leave any heavy ridges, because you will see them if you have heavy, thick ridges as you bring down your rows of stones. They'll show up right when you think they don't. Like, what's that bump? Like, you'll see it, or someone like me will see it. Feather out those edges. Yes, thank you, Laura, for their link. That's totally fine to put their link in there. Because I hope she's going to let me post this in her group, and that way we can reach even more lovely, sparkly people. This is the Rainbow Pilar. I see your comment. Rainbow. And it's like, I think my first time kind of getting, I think I did like the trim of a tumbler a couple of weeks ago. But let me get some more glue up in here. Get the glitter up in there. There we go. And sometimes if you have, let's say you have like a bald spot, and you really want to put more glitter there, you can totally, like right now, well, let's just do it. Let's do it right now. Right meow. Let me get a napkin. Let me get, this is fine. This is totally fine. Get your glitter. Let's do this. I don't know why I'm whispering. So if you have a bald spot, like it's kind of light with the coloring right there, just get a little bit and do it like the Spice guy. And just barely, I'm barely moving my fingers to let a little bit of that kind of come out. You don't want to put a big heavy splash on it, or the glitter will make a barrier and not let the glue hit the stone. So you just want to, I'm just barely pinching to let a little bit of that glitter come out of my fingertips here. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Smush it around, smush it around. And now I don't really have those little bald spots. And it will soak in to that epoxy just barely. Okay, I'm fine with that. Now I've gotten it all over everything. But that's okay because it's fun. Just like that. It's fine. And so now I'm going to put this back upside down, put the lid back on here so I don't get it even everywhere, and move this aside. There we go. So it's not as bald in those little light spots. I'm not sure if it shows you guys on the camera, but I can sure see it. I can sure see it. Yeah, it's secret. And now I almost forgot to wipe out my brush. So with that napkin, you want to squeeze the epoxy, pinch, then put it in the your rubbing alcohol glass, smoosh it around, pinch that again, and then keep it in your alcohol. All right, we've got our stones back. Thanks for the hearts, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate it. And here we go again. Before I begin, I'm going to give it a check. All of these down here, make sure they haven't floated around. I do like to hold it this direction because I'm looking at it from here, so I can kind of look down the barrel of the gun, make sure all these rows are still in their spot, turn it nice and fast, and you'll be able to see if something's wonky. You'll be able to see it. Awesome. Yes, upside down tip, because gravity is pulling those stones the whole time it's curing. So keeping it upside down will help it do that. Now, if I was to work at the bottom, there's a curve here, and I probably wouldn't go all the way down, and it would be a little bit more difficult. I didn't want to start from the bottom because it's a more difficult process, and since we're doing kind of basic, we're going to start from the top. It's easier. Let's just keep it easy. Super. And now we're going to continue. Just like that. Now, I thought about doing a cool pattern in this for today. Oh, thank you for the stars. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. But I figured we should just keep it simple and do just a solid fill. And then, if I finish it, of course, I'll put this on the site at a fantastic clearance price. You never know. Maybe. Because if it becomes one of my favorites, then I want it. Then I'm going to want it to keep it for me. Whoops. 2 of them went on there, and that's okay. Barely move it over, and barely move it, and then press that sucker down. Press that down. Black belt tips, that's right. Awesome. Yes, Lakeisha was ready to do a scatter now. Now you want to do honeycomb. It's good to practice all the fill patterns. A sprinkle fill is one of my favorites, but it's good to practice them all, you know? And I suggest practicing them all a lot and on lots of stuff and over and over and over again, and that is when you'll get better. The link, it should be on there on Amazon. I can't leave these laying down too long because they're going to start leaking on me, like that one's already leaking. But they are there. The glue is called Bob Smith. It's actually in the description of this live, so if you hit the back button to see the description, it'll be there too. But it is a 2-part epoxy, EPOXY. And Kimberly, these are SS20 in our KiraKira Rainbow. Rainbow. It's so lovely. Yes, 30-minute Bob Smith. He's got other times. And I like the 5-minute for super quick stuff. And the 30-minute for normal stuff. It gives you plenty of time to work that stuff out. Alright, get that in there. Everything looks pretty good. Make sure they go into their little gaps of the row above them. A combo pack. Bob Smith has a combo pack? That's fantastic. I want that. I don't need any. I just got some. I'm doing good at not buying Extra stuff. Now, in this section, a lot of people would love to just do like right here, keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I don't recommend it. I recommend going all the way around every single time. That way you're going to see every single row fit or not fit. You'll find out if something is going kind of wonky, and then you can address it. But if you were to let that cure, you cannot fix it. Once this is not workable anymore, you will have to chisel this off to fix anything. And then you have to sand down the ridges that the glue will leave. It's a huge mess. I've had to do it plenty of times, but, you know. Yeah, good stuff. Oh yeah, Tumbler hacks. Oh, I wonder if she'll let me post this in there too. Because I'm not letting any coupon codes out. I'm trying to be very generic since we work with lots of groups, and they have their own coupons and stuff too. So I wonder if she'll let me post it not as a live. Not that I can do it another live, but you know. Right now I'm using glitter, a very, very fine holographic glitter, but next I'm going to use mica powder. And that is also in the Amazon link. It's called the Pearl X from Jacquard Pigments. It's like a big set, like of 24 pieces maybe. This from TumblerCon. This is, yes, these are from Still Magnolia, the 16 ounce, yep. Oh, what was that? The name of this one is Golden Agate. I don't know. I don't have a source for that. But it's a nice gold holographic. Oh, right. Maybe it was. Did they give us whole ones like that? Maybe it was for that beach one. Is that where I got that from? It's fabulous. Oh, thank you for the stars. Hi, Will. Thanks for saying hi. And we're at 237. That's still awesome. We lost a couple hundred people, but hey, I'm happy with that. We're still doing a giveaway, and you have to be present to win, so I hope they didn't all leave. All right, what time is it? I gotta watch my time. I don't want this. This is at 46%, and we're at 7:24, so we're at an hour and a half. So let's see. So this is probably going to take definitely another hour, because about the first 20 minutes was just getting set up and chatting and stuff. But I don't know that my device is... I don't know how Matt films for like 3 and 4 hours. I don't know how he does it, because my phones would burn up. They would just burn up. Well, awesome, Carmen. Welcome. This is the Crystal Ninja page, and we are showing you guys how to crystallize your tumbler with these rhinestones and this 2-part epoxy glue, and adding glitter to the epoxy. Thank you, JD. I appreciate that. You have to keep your workspace neat. You have to keep everything clean and neat, and your end product will reflect that. I promise you. I used to work messy, and if your tool is all filthy, that means you got glue on your fingers and it's just transferring it and getting it everywhere. So keep things clean. If you get something on your fingers, stop and wipe your fingers off, because you're just going to transfer it onto other stuff. And, you know, clean tools last longer. It's just true. And they look nicer if they're clean, you know. All my little janky paintbrush, but it's soaking in rubbing alcohol, and that's what's taking the paint off, so, you know. The giveaway is going to be a Tonto and a pack of these SS20 Rainbow KiraKira. That is the giveaway. I'm going to go ahead after this row. I'm going to stop for just a moment and plug in my Note 9 that I'm filming with right now. just so we don't get cut off like the other night. Okay, make sure these are all looking good and everything is still looking pretty groovy. Nice and straight. So you guys can see that too. If it was something crooked, then you'd see it be wonky. You would see it, would, like that one right there. It would stand out. I'm put it upside down because now I'm going to reach for my little charging cord and do some device maintenance. Crystal, yes, you can use any epoxy. I mean, 2-part. And I wouldn't recommend one that takes like 8 hours to cure and all that. I like a 30-minute or less. So yeah, it's totally fine. And you can do something small. I recommend doing something small first. And the other fun part about doing something small is you can scratch at it, jab at it. You can see how little of glue that it needs to actually work. Okay, now we're charging. Very good. Very good. All right, we're plugged in. We're good. We're all good. Super. So I'm going to keep going. And then I'm going to mix up the pink and do a few rows of that, and then we're going to call it good. Because I don't want to keep you here all night, right? Or maybe I'll go live elsewhere. Yeah, I can go wherever I want to go. I'm a grown-ass woman, right? Hey, Janessa, we missed you. We had a drawing, and your name was there, but you weren't. No, I'm kidding. We didn't draw yet. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I got jokes, huh? I got jokes. And with this really cool color rainbow, we have a bundle. I think we still have it. And it gives you all 4 of the color, the changing color stones. The green flame, the blue flame, the rainbow, and what's the other? Red flame. Yeah, I was almost going to do red flame tonight. And sorry, Janessa, I'm just messing with you. I'm just jacking with you. It's all right. Michelle, what is the advantage of using the epoxy or the glue? This epoxy is glue. And there are many types of glues, and it's good to practice with all of them. We could have used the multi-grab glue on this. We could have used the Fusion tack on this. We could have used the Super Grip and the Ninja Flex. But it's good to practice with all the glues, and so that's why I'm showing this one for tonight with this honeycomb fill technique. And so yeah. Stay on here, do more lives. Awesome. I might head over to the Tumbler Hacks 101 because this would be very helpful. And there's a ton of people in there that do the rhinestone tumblers too. Okay, ready, set, go. Here we go. And I love how it, see there's, and I would call this, see that one, does the camera show it? Oh, the camera doesn't really show it. Oh, actually it does. See that one? I would call that one an inconsistency. As you turn it, some pop and some don't. So, and that's okay. It's kind of freaking cool the way that happens. But if this was a color, it would be close to a color called, I think, medium vitrol in Swarovski, which is discontinued on the flatbacks in these sizes. But I would consider some of these inconsistencies because they kind of stand out. They're kind of a little bit different. Like there's like 2 layers of the coating or something on here, but it's giving us a nice effect, and I'm totally okay with that. But if it was on something exquisite and they paid for Swarovski, these inconsistencies would not be here. Oh, I have a sample. Oh, where did it go? I moved my office. Oh, I have it. Hang on, I'll show you some volcano, and it's beautiful. Maybe. Yeah. Oh. that's done and one that's not. So Volcano is a color changing stone from Swarovski, and it, if you can see, as you turn it, it's all consistent, and when the high points go purple and the golds come out and the greens come out, and it's fabulous. So there's no inconsistencies. Like, it's rare that you, oh, I made a mess in that room and now there's an avalanche. So that's another little ninja I was working on a couple months ago. And so that's just the difference. Like, it's minuscule, like it's very slight, but that's something that can happen. So I like to show that. We like to discuss our differences. It's all right. Yeah. And so I'm still checking all of this up here. Let's poke at it. Let's give it a check. Is it still movable? It kind of is. It's very stiff, but you could still move this if you needed to. Something was a little off. You could still move that. I don't suggest moving anything right now because it's doing its thing. It's curing. So keep checking these lines. Make sure they're in their spots. Yes, Volcano is fabulous. Fabulous. Oh, I gotta turn this for me, so I'm not working upside down and backwards. Oh, let's see. Sorry, there's someone's pink hair. I don't know who that could be, but sorry. It's gone now. Wow, I'm almost cold right now. I've got it so cold in here. It's amazing. It's amazing. Terry, this is a mix. This looks like 16s on down to 5s. I don't see any 20s in here. Yeah, lots of sizes. Lots of sizes. Yes, Tracy, I'll be doing the whole cup. Possibly not in this exact video. But yeah, I will keep this same stone. It's kind of like it's got its own party. Kind of awesome. And I got my finger in the glue, so I'm going to wipe that off. I'm going to wipe that off. Jenny says, can you do like the 5-minute on the top row, let them dry before you continue? You sure can, but you got to get those super duper straight. And I mean straight, like super straight. Because if they're not, if one is off, if two are slightly off, it will mess up the rest of your design. So you have to make sure it is super straight. But yes, you can totally use a faster glue like that, but you got to make sure it's so straight, because even your second row will not line up if it is not. So that's why I kind of like a forgiving, not forgiving. This glue is not forgiving. I'm going to say that. Once it's done, it's done. But you could totally move something. Like right now, I could still move this row if I really, really had to, just a little bit. But you could totally use a 5-minute. That's when I did the car. The outline of the car is all 5-minute epoxy glue, because I did it as a frame to hold the rest of the stones. So for sure. And we definitely do that quite a bit. But I'm not doing it today because I wanted to show you guys that you can be the boss of every kind of glue. It's just going to slide and move around a bit, and you got to keep checking it. You got to keep babysitting all of this. Every aspect of this, you got to keep watching it nearly the whole time. All right, this is fine. This looks good. And so now I'm going to go ahead and start mixing the pink, and I can go over this glue. It's just fine. It's still quite tacky, but I'm doing it because I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Who's ready for some pink in the glue? Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, am I missing anything? Any questions? How do you know what size stones will fit perfectly in a row? Did you know that 20? You know what? I didn't know, Crystal. I just knew I wanted to use 20s because it would take me less time with you guys in this class. but it worked out. I had 49 all the way around, and it worked out. It's good stuff. But you can always test things out to see. Yes, be the boss. Do it. No, see, Dale, I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me know that it's not tacky, because sometimes it can be. I agree. But with the right colors and tones and textures and techniques, some things can look a little bit nicer. But sometimes, you know, hey, sometimes we want a little tack. We want a little tacky. And that's okay too. Because, you know, even Carol Baskin gets a little love. I mean, you know, she's the queen of the tack, you know. Alright, so I'm going to dump. I don't really want to dump this in here because this mica could, like, spill the whole freaking thing. So I'm going to take the back of one of my paintbrushes and just kind of, like, scoop it out. Just kind of smoosh that in there. Now, when you're working with mica powders and epoxy like this, it wants to run away. It wants to social distance. It doesn't like to go right into that epoxy right off. But I'm going to fold it in. And I could have mixed it, but we're going to mix it as we go anyway. So it's alright. I'm going to fold it in. See how it almost repels? Look at this. Oops, I'm putting my fingers in the glue. Can I get closer? Will it focus? It's going to almost repel in that glue. But as you fold it in, it kind of runs away. It's really cool what it does. But once it's in there, it's like, okay, we're going to be friends. I'll stay a while. But for the first part, it wants to run away from this epoxy. It does not want to be friends. But then we're like, okay, fine, we're a team. We're going to work together. So fold it in. Don't stir and get all crazy with that. Just be gentle. Scoop it and fold it in. And then your mica powder won't run and float and run away as much. It still might do it, but it's cool. It's kind of like the epoxy is my husband and I'm the mica powder, and I'm like, oh no, opposite. Like, I forced him to stop running. I chased him for 12 years. He finally gave up. So, you know, and now we're a great team. Look at that. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. And now you can get crazy with your mix. That is all right. Yes, this is such a pretty color. And this is, oh, I almost dumped it. Almost just grabbed it and flipped it over to find the color and dumped it. This is the Rose Flamant. No, it's Flamingo Pink. Flamingo Pink is this color. Beautiful. And yeah, no clumping whatsoever. It's beautiful. And then I kind of squeegee my brush there. And now, here we go with the pink. And it's going to be a very slight, subtle color change in between the stones. And you will not be able to see any of this unless you've got it in your hand and you're looking at it as close as we are. It's going to be very slight, but it's still going to be there. And then did you guys see how I kind of sprinkled more glitter earlier? I would not recommend doing that with mica powder. I don't know how that would work. So I would not recommend that. And I'm not pushing into this other gold glue because it is still tacky glue. It is still very workable. If you start pressing and pulling, you're going to get different glue in your brush. So I don't recommend. I'm being very gentle. I'm like being very gentle. Very gentle. Give it a scoop. Don't get it on your other stones. See how I'm just getting I'm butting it up to that row and or the gold epoxy there. Just like that. I didn't even eat dinner. I'm not even hungry. I think I had plenty of pizza today. I think I'm doing good. Alright. Squeegee that off. Right, it's almost the color of my hair. My color is gone a soft lilac during its home time, but that's okay. Right, the mica powder looks just like nail polish because that's kind of how nail polishes are colored. You've got your bonder and your, well, the polish, and then they are usually colorized with stuff like this, so you bet. Same, different, different. And you can color your nail polish with mica powders too, but you gotta be quick. It's a kind of a technique. All right, here we go. This looks pretty darn good. I'm liking it. I'm loving it. What do you guys think? Yeah, Janessa, go get that scrap stash for sure. Those mica powders are gold, baby, gold. Love it. So, I don't know why I was thinking about that, but when we all had dinner at, what show was that? Now I'm wanting wings. I'm wanting some wings now. Maybe I'll get some tomorrow because it's too late to be ordering food right now. Okay, that looks good. I'm happy with that. I feathered out all my edges. Looks nice. Nice enough. So I'm put it back upside down. Clean my brush. We're going to grab this, my fancy napkin. Pinch this glue. Pinch, ouch. Into the napkin a couple times. And then dip it, smoosh it in the alcohol over here in my shot glass. And then pinch it again. And you should have a lot less on your napkin. And that's how you know that you're doing good. So I'm fine with that. Like there's still a little bit there, but I'm good. It's going in the alcohol. I'm not going to sit here and clean that brush all the way because we have active glue waiting for us. We got some glue, some live glue. So here we go. We're doing the same thing. I'm trying to keep not getting my fingers in it. I could probably hold it upside down now and put my hand in here. Look at that. Work smarter, not harder. Look at that. Awesome. Yes. Tenley. That's where that was. That was a blast. That was a blast. Okay. Let me check my battery. 43%, but we're on the charger. What's up with that? Okay. Isn't this color so pretty? And then that's the color of the pink. Do we need our fancy light on? Does that color show up a little bit better, or is it more glare? Yeah, it's more glare, I think. But it's really cool. It looks just like makeup, eyeshadow, all that stuff. Looks just like it. Just like it. Yeah, we'll keep that off. It's easier for my eyeballs. Alright, so now, because I'm having the gravity work for me, you don't have to babysit as much. Because it's going to want to fall into the little divots, fall into the little cracks that these circles are making. And then if you guys are on the Crystal Ninja page, I shared a wonderful story that Susie showed me today about an artist that actually fills bubble wrap with paint, and he makes his pointillage paintings like frickin' Monet. So check that out. It's a really good story. And it's a recent one because they're wearing masks in the interview. That's really cool. Alright, so just go around here, get that going. And so I'm already seeing how the gaps look a little bit different with the pink in there. It'll be very subtle, but it's a nice detail. You don't have to do stuff like this on this fill pattern because it is so tight, but it's a nice detail. Make sure work a little bit more higher end. And it looks pretty. It's very pretty. Oh, I hit something back here. Let me move that. Get that out of the way. All right, so we'll do a couple lines of this, and then we'll have our contest, because I'm going to have, yes, Michelle, just like lip gloss. You are so correct. Just like it. And then I'll have I'll figure out how to do our contests. I know I have my laptop ready, so I'm going to have to get on there and do Facebook comment picker. I think it's an app that's in there. Oh, the AC just kicked on again. Ooh, burr. Feels good. Feels amazing. Yes, these are SS20 in rainbow KiraKira Glass Rhinestones. Okay. Give it a check. Give it a spin. Make sure there's nobody being wonky. That one was a bit... There we go. And then keep on going. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see the color behind here. I can see it, but I'm not sure you guys can see it. Let's see. Laura says, since you're using two-part epoxy, do you still wait a week before you wash or sooner since it's cured faster? For two-part epoxy, I'm not going to wait. No, ma'am. This stuff is, after this 30-40 minutes, it ain't going nowhere. And the more you practice, the less you have to wash them. Like, there's not going to be wax residue. You're not going to be cramming your tools onto your stones, leaving all that residue. And there's not going to be glue on the tops of them. There's no extra washing. We have like little alcohol wipes. And on our large production work, we put on the, I'm going to leave that right there. We put on the white cotton gloves, and then we just dip our hands in the alcohol and give everything a wipe wearing the gloves that have the alcohol saturate on them. So it makes it a little bit quicker and cleaner, but we rarely do any kind of cleaning or scrubbing because it's not messy. It's not, I mean, right now I'm going to spray them down with 99% alcohol just because of our friend Rona, but you never know. You just never know. Too much. Too much what? Too much amazingness? That's okay. Some people can't handle the amazingness. We don't mind. Be sure to show him the 1956 Porsche 356 that I fully did in all Swarovski. Maybe he'll like that too much. No, I don't care. It's not for everybody, and that's fine. But we are the boss of the glue. And that's all that matters. Yes, this is a very similar, this is actually Volcano over here. I was showing the difference between real Swarovski Volcano and then this is the KiraKira Rainbow. So it's a bit different. There's way more green in this, which is kind of awesome. Kind of awesome. Someone asked about one row at a time. I like to go all the way around one row at a time because it lets you check all of your contacts, all of the, makes everything nice and straight. And then if you start doing one or two, I mean, it can just, you can work yourself into a bad habit of doing like, oh, well, I'll just do 5 rows and then I'll do 5 rows. And then you work yourself into a possible seam that might kind of be prominent, and you can just create yourself some bad habits. So I recommend going all the way around every single row, and sometimes it drops upside down, but just flip it and put it where it goes. It's fine. There. It's just beautiful. Oh wait, there we go. I missed a bunch of comments. Yeah, the red flare, yeah, you bet. But there's no purple in the red flame. Our color is called red flame. There's no purple. It's more like fire opal, which is really cool. I'll have to do one in every color one day, right? In my spare time. Veronica, it took me 462 hours within 39 days to do that whole car. One by one using one Crystal Katana. Somebody has a question about cleaning. Yes, you can totally clean that. Wipe it with rubbing alcohol. It only stops working if there is glue or debris on the tool. And sometimes these stones or embellishments can, you know, they can have dust and debris on them, and it just builds up on your tool and can stop working. But give it a nice cleaning with some rubbing alcohol. Scrape it lightly with your finger to get any debris off, and it should freshen it right up. I need some more stones. Awesome, Sherry. Yes, the car. Spare time. I don't have any spare time. I'm booked out for months. I'm on a break right now from doing a pretty massive installation. Well, not installation, but a production job that we got a few months ago. So I'm kind of on break right now, you guys. And I like to spend my break with all 270 of you. That's kind of awesome. Yes, a whole car. And you can see that if you look on YouTube and just type in Crystal Ninja Porsche, you'll see it. There's a couple good videos. There's might even be a Barrett Jackson video because we brought it to Barrett Jackson. And now she lives in someone's really fancy house in New Hampshire somewhere in her very own rotunda in a very fancy home. So she moved on up. Moved on up and out. Oceana, is the two-part epoxy okay to use with resin? It is the same thing. Resin, it once it's dry, it is also called resin. It's a very similar term, so it's fine to use it with it. Yeah, it's fine. You bet. There we go. Yes, Pilar, 4 patents, and we found out today that there might be a 5th one coming. I don't know why I want to be like Count Dracula. 4, 5. Is that his name? Count Dracula, right? I don't know. I'm having a little flashback from my Sesame Street days from, you know, last week. Oh, right, when it was getting picked up and going to a car show over in, not a car show, it was going to a Swarovski show in, where is that? Milwaukee. That's where it was going. Milwaukee, before I knew you guys. Yep, that's where it was. I forget what year that was. It was like 3, maybe 4 years ago. Maybe. Oh, I put that one upside down. I'm going to just take it out and just put it over here. It's a casualty. Alright, this one's getting a little wonky. What's going on? I'm letting it sag. I'm not paying attention. It's okay. It's all good. It's going back where it goes. The Count. Okay, the Count. I thought he was like, what is his name? Oscar the Trash Guy. Yes, he's awesome. Alright. We are about done with this, you guys. Then we're going to do our little contest. Our first lie. I don't think I've ever done a, I definitely don't think I've done the, like the comment picker kind of app. It always scares me. Like, what if I do it wrong? What if I, but you guys will be nice, right? We'll be very forgiving. We'll figure this out. And then I'm going to tell Matt we were channeling him because we hit, what was it, 300 people? Maybe it was even more than that. Oh, thank you, Trina, for the stars. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's very kind. I appreciate that. Yes, hypnotizing. I hypnotize you to cluck like a chicken. All right. Even though this glue is still quite workable, I'm going to go ahead and stop just so we have time to do our little contest. I really don't want to overwork this device. See, there's a scratch on that one. I'm going to put that one away. Put that away. We had almost, oh, we had 382. That's fabulous. Like, that is really awesome. That is fantastic. Thank you, Danielle. I love the way you spell your name. That's really cool. Fancy, fancy. I know. I wish you guys could put some gifts, too. I would love to see some funny gifts. It's not all that cramped. It's a pretty comfortable little, it's like loosely in there. I don't have a death grip on it. It's just kind of balanced in there. Because I kept putting my fingers in it. When I hold it like this, my index finger is like going in the glue. So I figured I'd just put my hand in here. Not so bad. Let me come from this side here. It's good stuff. Buck, buck. Ah, that's funny, Laura. Buck, buck, buck. Yes, good luck, everyone. All right, last row. And I'm going to get on the laptop and see how to get the, I guess I have to paste. Thank you for liking my nails. I appreciate that. These are definitely long. These are some long nails. It's time to cut them down. I haven't had to do a ton of computer work in the past few weeks. So whenever I have to do a lot of computer stuff, I chop them off. All right, so we're right at almost, what, 2 hours, I guess, on here. And I'm hitting halfway on the cup. So if I wasn't chatting and all that, I would probably be at right at an hour. Maybe, and then 2 full hours to do this whole thing. So it shouldn't take all that long. All right, this looks pretty good. My spacing looks a little loose right there. It's very strange. That's very strange. But we're going to put this puppy upside down and let it sit upside down. Keep checking everything. Spin it. If you guys have those tumbler spinner things, then you can totally put it on there and then just let it go. And you'll see if you have something wonky. But we're going to put it upside down. I'm going to put my tool down and time to figure out how to give you guys a prize. Yeah, I spilled some stones over here. Let me try to clean up my mess. And then in that link that's also there shows all these containers that I used to organize my thing. This big one doesn't really even go in there. It's my overstock. But let's put this aside and go to the laptop. Thank you. I miss the Porsche. Her name was Vroomhild, and she was fun. She was a lot of work. She was ornery. She was ornery for sure. But Susie liked her. Susie was her official driver. Boss Ninja Susie. That was her car. Okay, see, I can't type as fast on here. So let me find Facebook comment picker. I think is the little app. Oh, commentpicker.com. Okay, gotcha. Okay. And now I need to find, oops, on a different page, the actual, I believe it's the Facebook link. Oops. Yep, my nails are hitting everything now. Facebook, I don't have the right glasses on. Okay, let me find my, oh, now my iPad's gonna die, 10%. Okay. Hang on, you guys. I gotta find this link and pick a winner, and then we're gonna be done. We're gonna be done for tonight. Let me find the link to this live. Come on, here we are. Let me touch this. Turn off the volume. Touch it. Now let me get the actual link. Copy it, and I think that's all I gotta do. So, let me do this. Let me take this out of here. Okay, so I'm on here, and Facebook tools. Let's see, what is all this? Where do I do it? Facebook. Comment picker. Business recommended. Do I need to log in or something? I don't want to download something. Here it is. This looks good. Okay. Oh, do I log in with Facebook? Okay, hang on. Facebook pages, Facebook posts. No. Where do you get the, where do you get this from? Okay, I guess I have to log in. Alright, hang on. Let me put, you can look at my floor. Continue. Oh, Crystal Ninja. Yes. Click it. Read content posted on the page. Read user content posted on the page. I hope that's right. Where do I paste in my... Oh. Yeah. Well, would you look at that? Okay. Include comment. I don't really know what I picked for all this. I hope it works, guys. You guys gotta give me some patience. Do I need to pick any of this other stuff? I don't know. Let's see. Get comments. But how do you pick a winner, though? How do you pick page, post, and raffle? Get comments. Let's just do it. Let's see what happens. 550 comments. That's fabulous. So it gets them. It gets them all, and then maybe we yes, drum roll. Let's see. We can do this. Is it done? What happened? Hello? Oh, look. Here we go. Start. It's happening. It's happening. Well, there we go. Margaret Rosenberry Gearman. Are you there? Give us a hey, I'm here. Is she still on? This is the part we gotta wait for because we gotta have someone say yes, I'm the winner. So we're gonna give her like a couple minutes because I think I just saw her her name, Margaret Rosenberry Gearman. Yay, there she is. You won, Margaret. Okay, awesome. So, Margaret, send us an email, info@Crystal Ninja, and tell us that you won. And then Susie is going to send you the prize. You won a Crystal Ninja Tonto, one of these amazing tools, and then also oh, my iPad's dying. That's okay. Also, what did we say? A 10 gross of the SS20 in the rainbow. So I'm not sure if Susie is still on here because it is way past. I've had her working all day long. So there you go, guys. We did our first giveaway. Yes, winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's so fantastic. I'm so excited. So yes, send us an email and we will get that prize out to you. No charge. And yes. Oh, someone asked what it is. This is commentpicker.com. And then I just followed the steps of how to, it logged me in, and then it found the live I was on. This is the actual live where you guys are commenting. And then scroll down, and then it picked from all of the comments. That worked. Awesome. Okay, guys. I got to take these devices and reset them. And y'all are so welcome. This was fun. We're going to do this more often. Maybe I can really be Matt. Be like Matt. Hashtag get Matt. Right? Alright, guys. I got to go. And let's check at this. Let's real quick look at this. So up close, super close, look in between those stones. You can see, whoa, too close. You can see that pink glue. And over here, you can see a little bit of that gold glue. The gold glitter is in there. Little slight difference, but it will help because you will have those gaps, and it looks a little nicer than seeing that stainless steel look. There you go. Oh, thank you, Pilar. Yeah, my hair is kind of nice. So that's pretty fun. That's what we did tonight. And I'm going to reset my devices, grab a little snack, and then I'll probably be live on the Tumbler Hacks 101 group. So join me over there. And I'll be continuing with the pink right there. Easy peasy. Kimberly, this is a 16-ounce plump from Steel Magnolia. It has a lid somewhere. Yeah, here's my lid. And it's a straight body. There's no curve. You don't need any fillers for this. And there you go. So that's how that edge looks. Nice and clean and fabulous. Look at it. And look at the color change. Whoop. Meow. Like my sound effects? I like them. Look at that. Look at it, just all goes like a teal blue. It's freaking fabulous. Alright guys. Yes, Laura, thanks for putting her link there. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm signing off guys. Y'all have a wonderful Thursday night. And I will see y'all in the other group if you're over there too. Have a lovely night, you guys. That was a blast. Bye now.